Thanks for checking out Guardians of the Green Beret. Franco Webb, the fake Special Forces medic who claimed to be in 7th group for 15 to 20 years, depending on who he's talking to, called us and asked us to give him a call back, and we did. He asked us what he has to do to get us off his back and leave him alone because we ruined his business and his personal life, yada, yada, yada. We had to explain to him that we didn't do anything except tell the truth. He's the one that wrote this story. We just corrected it. So here's our phone call. We're going to be doing a FrancoKWebb part 2 on our website because there's just so much more data out there and aggrieved individuals who he's taken money from and not provided services, and his criminal record's extensive, and we're just not so sure what we want to put out there as we're trying to stay on point and stick to his fake Special Forces claims. But there's just so much stuff out there of deception and lying, which kind of goes along with him lying about being a Green Beret. So, all right, without further ado, here's Franco in his own words. And don't forget to go to our website, guardiansofthegreenberet.com, and see the article out here.
Franco, please give me a call.
You asked us to call you back. This is Guardians.
Oh, hey. What? Hey, apology email. What do you need from me to get you to stop? You caused me as much harm as you can possibly cause me, but now, I guess she's an ex-fiance now. Because of this, you left me.
Yep. Well, you agreed and then backed out. You promised to send us an apology email admitting that you...
And I did, and I was in a very bad and a very dark spot, and I'm in even a worse spot now. Well, if you want the email, I will send you the email. People are posting, things are going on, and she's extremely upset. Let the apology email, I will give you the apology email. If you will please just back off of her. That's all I ask. From the damage to me. I've lost my home, I've lost my businesses, I've lost my fiance. I have nothing left but to step out in front of a train.
Yep. Well, don't do that.
And regardless of the fact of what I did, I was still Army. I'm still a veteran. I'm having a horrible time holding it together.
But
please,
who's to blame?
I understand that, but I'm asking. I'm begging.
Well, but full contrition, everything on that email. Don't sugarcoat it and blame it on something. You lied.
I'm not sugarcoating and blaming it on anything. You just tell me what you want, and I will. If you will tell me that you will stop.
How long have you been doing this? 20 years? We talked to a guy that heard this live 15 years ago. So how long?
About that time.
20 years?
Yeah, 15, 20 years, I guess.
What made you start?
I don't know. I've always been around that community. I did work with some of the guys in Honduras and South America, and it was always felt like I was part of it. It was just fucked up. I fucked up. I admit that I fucked up.
Yeah.
And
we can't confirm that as being true. Who were some of the group guys down in Honduras you worked with that will go on record to say that's true?
Man, that was back in 87, 88.
Yep.
I was on a mission with the 82nd, and some of the guys were down there working, and worked with them a little bit, and but here I've always been around the community, and I just always wanted to be a part of it, and I wasn't, and I screwed up, and it's destroyed everything, and I'm apologizing to you, and I will give you the email, full disclosure, full apology.
There you go. It's
hard. I'm begging you to please stop. But my friends and family are affected.
Well,
every single one of them are.
You know, and sadly, friends and family are always affected, and still there's nobody to blame except the individual that lived the life for 20 years. You cannot fault us for reaching out to papers to correct the story that claimed you were a Green Beret, 7th group. You can't blame us. I think between you and
I'm not blaming you.
Hey,
I absolutely take full responsibility. I'm just asking you.
Yeah. Who is
Please stop, because if you say you don't want to harm family and friends, that is what's going on right now. It is causing her irreparable damage.
Who is the 3-member board?
And she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it.
Who is the 3-member board?
Already. Sorry, say again?
Who's the 3-member board of your nonprofit? According to North Carolina, you have to have a 3-member board for nonprofits.
I don't have three members. I had 2 members before, and nobody's part of it. If you take a look at it, the whole thing has been shut down for a while.
The website's
still up there, but the website's still up, but there's nothing going on.
Well, you still have a contribute button, and of those 8 entities,
the website is down now.
Yeah, of the 8 entities that were your official sponsors, not one of them was aware that you were using their name, image, and likeness as official sponsors. Not one. I talked to all.
Every single one of those sponsors knew that. That was when we were getting ready to have a very large event that got shut down by the governor because of COVID.
I talked to 7 of them. 7 of them said they were not aware that you were using their logo on that website, especially when we brought up the picture of you and your buddies with AR platforms that said, "We're mercenaries, ... we don't give a fuck." I mean, dude, that's about as unprofessional as you can get running a...
That was a joke because of what somebody said downtown. That was all that was. I didn't do that. Somebody else did that.
You're probably on a watch list, brother. You know. So, hey, I will.
That's great. That's just one more thing to add to this. But I didn't do that.
Yep.
And I know you probably don't believe me, but I promise you, I didn't do that.
There's nothing.
One of the other guys did it because they thought it was funny because some guy walked by and said, "Are you guys mercenaries?" And that was where that came from.
Yeah. There's probably not one thing you could say that is believable at this point in time with 35 civil judgments. I mean, I could bring up more. Felony larceny.
35 civil judgments, if you look at them, most of them were eviction notices because I was having a really, really hard time a while back.
I think it was 16 evictions we saw. Felony larceny. Yeah. You actually pleaded guilty to felony larceny. That's in
larceny.
Yeah.
You're talking about like when I was 17, 18 years old?
Well, I don't know. We just have a screenshot of it in the article.
Okay. Yeah, because a friend of mine that owed me money gave me a freaking VCR and microwave or something and something else, and I sold it, and it turned out to be stolen. I never copied anybody else's stories. I've never said anything that I've heard anybody else say.
All right. Well,
text me back the email, please.
Well, you don't have it in our history. It's contact@guardiansofthegreenberet.com. I'll text it yet again, and we'll go from there. Has somebody removed the Special Forces flag with the crest?
I took all the flags down as soon as you sent that text.
Yeah, well,
before I left. You said contact said.
I'll text.
Email. Contact said.
I'll text it to you. What's the status with you on the board with the Human Relations Committee and Military Assistance Council?
I resigned this morning at 9:00.
Oh, okay.
I officially resigned from the Human Relations Commission. I've been off the Military Affairs Council for a year.
All right, sounds good. All right,
I was the chairman of the Military Affairs Council. Every year it comes around, they vote, and it usually change. And that was already done. I haven't been on the Military Affairs Council for a year. I resigned this morning from the Human Relations Commission because there's no reason to cause them a black eye.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling back and being truthful, but when you and I had that phone call and you acted so surprised, well, I don't know who did that, and you actually threw your ex-wife under the bus saying she did her LinkedIn. I think you'll admit now that that was also a lie. And you said there's nothing out. I don't know how those articles got out there. How do you respond to the fact that on the Human Relations Council job application, you actually put down Special Forces 18 Delta?
Start again. You cut out on me. You said something.
Yeah.
You respond to you said human. I don't know if you're saying human relations commission or what, but you cut out.
On the job application itself, after our phone conversation, when you said, I don't know how all that stuff got out there, I never claimed that, yada, yada, yada. On the Human Relations Council job application itself, you put down Special Forces 18 Delta. Hello?
They all know that I'm here. They all know the truth now, and I resigned so they don't have to go through the whole trouble of having me removed.
Yep. All right.
So I resigned from it. They already have. They got a full statement from me this morning, and I'll send you the email.
Yep. All right.
And apologize.
Yep.
I'm just asking you to please stop.
We'll add all this to the article when you send that email. Let's get off here. I will get you the email as soon as we hang up. Just put your last name in the subject so we can find it.
Okay.
All right, out here.